Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jake at That Fit Friend, and today I'll be reviewing the Born Primitive Versatile Short. So 3 pros that I have with this short is number 1, I feel like their performance lives up to their name. So with this short, I have thoroughly enjoyed their performance for lifting, cross training, CrossFit, short runs, and even my athletic style workouts. And so if you're like me and you like to blend a little bit of everything together on a weekly basis, and you want a pair of shorts that works pretty well for everything, this could be a great option to explore. This short is actually now in my rotation with my interval short regarding the shorts that I wear the most to the gym because it has been such a stellar performer. The shell stretches well for lifting, the crotch has a nice stretchy material as well, which helps give it a little bit more durability regarding blowing out or ripping from like deep squats and whatnot. And also the shell has done a pretty good job with durability overall. So I think if you're not happy with your current training shorts and you're looking for that option that you can wear for a little bit of everything, this short could be a decent option. The second pro that I have with this short is the compression liner. So I think if you're a fan of built-in compression liners and you're really particular on that liner, not riding up a ton, but then also having like a high quality feel, the short does a pretty good job. With this short, it doesn't ride up a lot during your workouts in my opinion, so I didn't have to adjust the short as much as other models that have liners that are just a little bit too snug. And with this model, you have a thicker inseam down here and reinforced stitching, so it feels pretty good on the skin and it also feels pretty dang durable overall. I don't think the liner is gonna rip that fast in the shorts, and if it does, I have heard that Born Primitive is pretty good with replacing their stuff for folks who have encountered rips with their shorts as well. The third pro that I have with this short is its pocket systems and its waistband. So with this short, you have a thicker waistband. Now that can be hit or miss depending on what you want out of your shorts. I personally like this because it gives you a little bit of additional security for both casual wear and then also lifting, because if you're going in deep squats and hinges, this doesn't move at all. And I also like how comfortable it is to wear without having it tied on a daily wear and casual basis. The pocket system is also pretty stellar on these shorts as well. So you have a left and right deep pocket that you can put your belongings in and then it'll poke out a ton. You also have a back zip pocket, and then you have 2 compression liner pockets. One has a little bit more security, and then one is a little bit bigger for modern day phones, which is nice because a lot of premium training shorts, I keep finding that the liners that they use or the compression liner pockets that they use they don't actually work for bigger phones. So if you have a modern day phone or a phone from the last 2 years, it should fit in the short pretty well. So for example, on my short runs, I like this short because it actually holds my phone in the compression liner pocket. But now let's talk about a couple of cons that I have with the Versatile Short. So 2 cons that I could see other guys having with the Versatile Short is number 1, they do have a higher price point. So the short comes in at $70 USD, and that is definitely more pricey than options you could find obviously on Amazon or options like the bare bottoms base short. Now I do think the quality of this short can be justified regarding its price. Plus I have heard that once again, Born Primitive is pretty good about replacing their products. So I think if you were to buy this short and it broke down too fast, I think you could probably reach out to them and they would hopefully take care of you. At least I've heard good things from my friends in the community who also rock the Versatile Short and other Born Primitive shorts at that. The second con that I could see folks having with this short is that it's not the most breathable short. So if you're training outdoors, for example, in very hot weather, the short is 100% polyester, so it will hold sweat and doesn't breathe the best. Now I think if you're somebody who's like a hybrid athlete, or if you're using them for short runs and lifting, I don't think that's gonna be the biggest issue. But if you're somebody who loves a much more wispy short, or like a short that has a thinner or lighter waistband, that would definitely be something to consider with a short, because I don't think it's gonna be the best for your needs. Overall though, the Versatile Short has performed exceptionally well. There are just subtle things and little knocks that I have against the short for certain contexts. But now let's talk about the performance of the Versatile Short. To chat on the performance of the Versatile Short, I'll discuss their performance for lifting, cross training, short runs, and daily wear. In the context of lifting, I like this short for 3 reasons. Number 1, I found the shell and the liner to have plenty of mobility, so I appreciate the 4-way stretch shell, and I also like that Born Primitive used a different material here at the crotch. In my old Lululemon pace breakers, for example, I would blow out the crotch in those models all of the time, so I appreciate this feature. So if you are squatting heavy and you're hitting a deep range of motion, I don't think you're gonna rip this short, and the liner also feels pretty durable in the context of mobility as well. The second reason why I like this short for lifting is the thicker waistband. So with this thicker waistband, it has a nice level of security, so I don't think you're gonna have to be adjusting your waistband throughout your workouts. And if you are somebody who doesn't wanna have to tighten their drawstring a ton, this is also something that I think you'll appreciate with this short, because with this model, you don't have to like crank it tight to have a nice level of waistband security if the shorts fit you pretty dang true. The third reason why I like this short for lifting is that it does have deep pockets. And I like that because if I'm in a commercial gym and I'm bringing my phone with me throughout my sets, I don't want to always set it down. And sometimes when you have have training shorts that have pockets that don't necessarily work for keeping your belongings secure or keeping it a little bit more casual regarding it like poking out of your pockets, that can be very frustrating. So I like the pocket system in this short when it comes to like bringing your belongings with you as you train and lift. When it comes to cross training, the short also performed exceptionally well. It's light enough, I think, for most like plyometrics and athletic style sessions, and with its security and with its compression liner, you have a nice level of security to where it's not going to be moving a ton. This short, I appreciated that I didn't have to pull down my liner after every single like broad jump and box jump, which I have to do with some shorts that have liners that are just way too skinny. So I think if you do have slightly bigger quads or more meaty legs at that, this short should also work for you for CrossFit, cross training, etc. So basically anything that you're doing a lot of versatility with, I think this short will work pretty dang well regarding security and staying in put while training. For short runs, this model does a pretty good job. And so while I like this model for short runs due to its compression liner pocket and how it fits and feels, I wouldn't use them for long distance runs because they don't have the best breathability. That would be something that I would say is a knock against the short's performance. Granted, like if you're doing long distance runs, you should probably find gear that's a little bit more specific for your needs because you are a lot more specific on the spectrum of your training demands. So for short runs, this model does work well, and I appreciate the compression liner pocket. For daily wear, I also like this short. Now, the only thing I would change with the short for daily wear is I do wish the branding was a little bit smaller, but that's just because I'm much more minimalist with my tastes in both gym wear and also style on a daily basis. Granted, this isn't the biggest deal, and if you like the branding, then obviously that's a null point. But why I like this short for daily wear is number one, the thicker waistband. I don't have to tie the drawstring to wear these out to get a good level of security, which isn't always the case with certain training shorts. And then number two, the pocket system. So I like that the pockets are deep enough, and with the shell being a little bit wider regarding its circumference compared to other training shorts, your stuff doesn't poke out a ton in this short as well, which I also appreciate because we've all seen that guy who's worn gym shorts out and about and he had like his phone and wallet in his pockets and then his pockets are sticking out a ton. So I do appreciate that this short can work on a daily wear basis and kind of hide your belongings. Overall, the versatile short has performed exceptionally well. I like them most for lifting and cross training. I also like them for short runs here and there. And then for daily wear, the short has also performed exceptionally well. When it comes to the price of the versatile short from Born Primitive, you can expect to pay $70 USD. Now this does put them like right in line with other premium training shorts that vary anywhere from like 68 to 78 USD. Now, if you want to save 10% on these shorts, I do believe I have a code. I'm going to link that down below. So if you are interested in these shorts, definitely check that out if you want to save a little bit of money. But $70 USD, that's definitely a little pricey, and I have reviewed shorts that have lower price points if you are interested in saving a little bit of money. All right, so now let's answer the question, who should consider buying the versatile short? So number one, I think if you're a guy like me who likes to vary their training a lot on a weekly basis, and you would describe yourself as like a lifting/hybrid athlete, you might want to explore this short. It does a really good job in the gym, and you could also rock them for sprints and short runs, and they perform exceptionally well in that context as well. I also think you should invest in the short if you're big on your compression liner. I really enjoy the fit and feel of this liner. It feels a little bit more premium than other premium shorts that I've worn and reviewed. So if you're big on the built-in liner of your training shorts, this would also be a really good option to explore. Now, who shouldn't buy this short? Number one, if you want a short that is super lightweight and super wispy and breathable, this might not be the best short for you. And then also, if you're obviously on a budget and you don't want to drop 70 USD or like 60 USD if you use the coupon code linked in this video for your shorts, you could definitely find options out there for like 30 to 40-ish USD that also perform exceptionally well, especially if you're more of a recreational lifter and athlete. So when it comes to the sizing and fit of the Born Primitive Versatile short, I think most guys should be safe going true to size in this short. The waist fits true, and I also appreciate that the circumference of the shell is a little bit bigger than what I would call the norm for more premium training shorts. In a lot of cases, when I buy my true to size, so like a medium and a 32-inch waist in most shorts, they can run a little bit too snug regarding the shell and liner. This short does a good job at giving you a little bit more room, so that's why I also recommend this short for guys who do have slightly bigger quads and legs and glutes at that. So if you are looking into this short, true to size should be the call. Now, if you're in between sizes, I would say go down if you like a snugger fitting short, and then go up if you like a slightly looser short regarding how much space you get with the shell and liner. Either way though, I think you should be safe, and Born Primitive does a pretty good job with returns, so you can always swap them out for a different size if you are in that in between and you're trying to figure out which short fits you exactly best. All right, so now let's go over the construction of the versatile short. So we have a thicker elastic waistband up here, and then we have an internal drawstring with this short. With its pockets, you have 2 pockets on the front here, so you have a deep left and right pocket. You also have a zip pocket back here on the back, and then you also have 2 compression liner pockets for storage. So on the right side here, you have a pocket for your phone, and this pocket is actually big enough to hold modern day phones, which I do appreciate. And then on the left side here with the compression liner, you have a pocket that has a top to it, so you can keep things like your key fob or your keys secure if you are going out for a run and you're stashing stuff in this liner pocket. The short is made out of 100% polyester materials, and you have a 4-way stretch shell up here. And with the liner itself, once again, it's a little bit thicker with its inseams and it has reinforced stitching. And then down here at the bottom, once again, you have a nice thicker base down here, so it hugs the legs really well. But that pretty much wraps up what I would say is like the gist or like the bigger callouts for the shorts construction. You have some Born Primitive branding down here on the front left leg. But if you have additional questions on the shorts construction, drop a comment down below. All right guys, that wraps up my review of the Born Primitive Versatile Short. Honestly, I have been super stoked on this short, and it's not every short that I throw that quickly into my rotation. This short and the interval short and actually the GoRuck Indestructible shorts are my 3 that are most heavy in my rotation at the moment. And if you are looking for that short that can do a little bit of everything and you're not super stoked on what you currently use, I would say check out this short. It does a pretty dang good job. But as always, if you have additional questions on this review, drop a comment down below or reach out to me personally, whichever you prefer. And as always, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.